Oh, hello, and welcome to another installment of The Professor, where I explain things that you probably don't care about. Today we're going to go over a certain movie that actually sparks a little bit of interest in me. Now, I will say, when I first went in and watched this movie on DVD, I was expecting another movie much like Scary Movie, or Epic Movie, Disaster Movie, or Meet the Spartans on Blu-ray. It's funny because it's like the 300, but it's not 300, it's Meet the Spartans. You know, something like that. Horrible, stupid movies. I hate those movies. They're despicable. They're stupid. They ain't funny. Stop making them. But nonetheless, this movie was nothing like that. It was actually enjoyable. The movie I'm talking about is Kick-Ass. Now, this movie is a different twist, a different style of the superhero genre. We've had one of these in recent past that I can think of off the top of my head called Hancock. And that one was okay, it was decent. It had Will Smith, which gives it bonus points right off the bat. But this one was much different. I kind of enjoyed it. But today we're going to have a different type of review than my previous ones, where instead of going in depth and explaining every last scene in the movie, we're going to just go a nice glimpse overview of a few key points. So let's go ahead and get started.
The bad professor. I'm the bad professor.
So we're going to start off today with the main character, Dave Lazowski, who is also Kick-Ass, played by Aaron Johnson. Now, I relate to this character. I know what it was like in high school to be the loser who sat over in the corner, played some D&D, played a little bit of Magic the Gathering, tapping a little mana here and there, and for some reason when he turns almost 30 years old, he's still playing it. Oh, sorry. And I understand where he's coming from. Being the guy who got picked on, who got ridiculed, who got mocked, couldn't get dates. I can relate to this character. I know what it was like to be him. And it was funny to see the contrast between Dave and Kick-Ass whenever he put on the outfit, when he tried to be this superhero, this awesome guy, this guy who would stand up for truth, justice, and the American way. And he finds out real quick that he does not do a good job at it. I would like to give you some backstory, but I'm really trying not to give out any spoilers because this is recently released to DVD. But to put it plainly, I would actually give our main character of this movie, Dave Lazowski, if that's how you actually pronounce his name, I don't remember, I would give him an 8 out of 10. I would give this character 8 out of 10. He had a good portrayal, he had a good character development, and he's just relatable, which is nice to see in a movie, a relatable character. Any 9 out of 10 high school students can relate to this guy because they felt the same way he has. They might not ever go out and put on a wetsuit and try to fight crime, though.
The bad professor. I'm the bad professor.
Next, we're going to go over our supporting cast, which are the characters who are off to the sides. They keep you interested when the main character's not on screen. They help develop the main character. They help develop the story and push it along. The first one we're going to start off with is Katie, played by Lindsay Fonseca. I don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm sorry. The main issue I have, she's very cookie cutter. She's the normal hot chick of the school. And I didn't really like this character that much. She wasn't that impressive to me. While the portrayal of the character was pretty good, while the actress did a pretty good job of playing this character, I didn't like her. She was plain. She was bland. There wasn't really much to her. Another character who was a big role in this was Chris D'Amigo, or the Red Mist, played by Christopher Mintz Palace. What's with the names of the actors in this movie? I don't know. But he's the rich kid of the school. Now, whenever you have a movie and there's a rich kid, they've got one of two archetypes for the rich kid. Either the jerk or the kid who sits off the sideline. He's all depressed and everything. I can't believe I have so much money. It's just so horrible. You have those kinds. Now, he's more the kid who sits off to the sidelines and he's spends more time to himself. Now, this isn't just his fault. It's his bodyguards and everyone who keeps everyone away. Now, I can't really relate to him. I didn't ever have that kind of money, but he was interesting. He actually had a little bit of a good A little bit of a character development. He had a good story behind him, but for the most part, I really have no opinion on this character whatsoever. I didn't care for him. I didn't care one way or the other. Another one of the main characters in it was Mindy McCready, also known as Hit Girl, played by Chloe Moretz. Now let's just say this little girl is awesome. Okay, I loved this character. She was a load of fun. When she was on stage, when she was on screen, it was just crazy. She was psychotic. It was hilarious. And the young girl that they got to play this character did a fantastic job. It was great. It was refreshing. It was awesome. And the character was just a lot of fun. A psychotic little girl, in essence, who thought it was just a game. And they made this character to be, she was still very childish in ways, but on the other hand, she was very mature while she was so childish. And it leveled out perfectly. It was great. It was a good contrast for this character. It was done quite well, and I enjoyed her a lot. But next we're going to go into the character that stole this movie. He was my favorite character of the entire thing. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off, we're going to take Batman, and then we're going to take the Punisher, and we're going to mesh them together, and we get Big Daddy. Frickin' Big Daddy. I love this guy. He is awesome. You've got Batman. You don't want to hurt the boy, Harvey. You know, and you got the Punisher killing everyone around him, just freaking vigilante to hell. And they're just he's freaking awesome. I cannot explain how awesome Big Daddy is. I can't explain how much I love this character. He was so much fun. He stole the movie. He was, in my opinion, the best character of the entire movie, and Nicolas Cage did a fantastic job. And, dude, you have had some horrible flops in the past. We're not going to go into Ghost Rider. Dear Lord, we're not going to go anywhere near that. But, oh my gosh. Big Daddy is now one of my favorite superheroes of all time. And if there was a Big Daddy comic series out, I would read every episode. I would read every freaking comic of that thing. I would just be like, Big Daddy everywhere. I'd freaking plaster my walls with Big Daddy. It'd be freaking awesome. This guy's just... We gotta move forward. But next we gotta go into our main antagonist of the movie, Mr. Frank D'Amico, who was played by Mark Strong. Can't really go much into detail with this guy. He was your cookie cutter mob boss. That's all he was. His only inspiration was, hey, they stole my crack cocaine and they're taking my money, so I want revenge. That's all you get from this guy. He's a cookie cutter villain. He's not interesting. It's not enjoyable, but I can't really give much to this guy. I didn't like him. He was a dull villain. I've seen it a million times before. So, just to supporting cast, just to give it a nice little score, I'm going to give them a 4 out of 10. Oh wait, I forgot Big Daddy. We got a freaking 9 out of 10 because Big Daddy is worth 5 points. Yeah, that's how awesome Big Daddy is. Okay, look at him. He's freaking sweet. This guy kills everyone.